Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. DTC P05AF refers to a malfunction in the shutter grille assembly lower of a Honda CRV, specifically from the model years 2017 to 2022. This diagnostic trouble code, DTC, indicates that there is a failure in the shutter grille system, which is critical for optimizing the vehicle's aerodynamics and cooling. As part of the engine's management system, the shutter grille assists in regulating airflow to the engine and improving fuel efficiency. When a component like the lower shutter grille malfunctions, it can lead to performance issues and trigger this specific DTC. Understanding the underlying systems and components affected is crucial for proper troubleshooting and repair. The shutter grille assembly, rower, has a pivotal role in managing airflow to the engine bay. This assembly is typically located at the front of the vehicle, integrated into the grille structure. It is responsible for optimizing the vehicle's aerodynamics and cooling efficiency, which directly affects engine performance. In normal operation, the shutter grille opens and closes based on engine temperature and speed. When this system malfunctions, it may not properly regulate airflow, which can lead to overheating or decreased fuel efficiency. Therefore, the condition of the lower shutter grille assembly directly impacts vehicle performance and longevity. Diagnosing the P05AF code necessitates consideration of various potential causes. Loose connections and terminals can result in intermittent failures, leading to unreliable communication between the shutter grille assembly and the powertrain control module, PCM. Another significant factor could be foreign materials obstructing the shutter's movement, affecting its ability to function correctly. Additionally, issues within the wiring harness, such as shorts or opens in the +B FR fog/VMP line, could disrupt power supply or ground connections to the shutter grille assembly. Each of these causes can independently or cumulatively trigger the DTC, necessitating thorough examination during troubleshooting. Identifying the symptoms associated with the DTC P05AF can help in diagnosing the underlying issue more effectively. One common symptom is a noticeable impact on engine performance, potentially leading to acceleration delays or decreased power output. Additionally, the vehicle may exhibit increased fuel consumption, as the shutter grille assembly is designed to optimize airflow and fuel efficiency. Another critical symptom to note is the illumination of the check engine light, signaling that the engine management system has detected an irregularity. Understanding these symptoms is crucial for pinpointing exactly where the problem lies, enabling faster and more effective repairs. The first troubleshooting step for DTC P05AF involves verifying the reported problem. Start by turning the vehicle to the on mode and using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to clear the DTC. After clearing the DTC, switch the vehicle back to the off, lock mode before restarting the engine. Once the engine is running, allow it to idle while monitoring for any diagnostic parameters related to the lower shutter grille. Gather readings on conditions such as lower shutter grille block error or initial learning states through HDS to see if they align with the expected thresholds. Doing this helps ascertain whether the issue is intermittent, allowing for further investigation of electrical connections if the parameters appear within acceptable limits. In the second troubleshooting step, you must perform a thorough inspection of the lower shutter grille assembly. First, ensure that the vehicle is switched to the off lock mode. Examine the grille for any visible damage that could impede its operation. Additionally, check for foreign materials that may be stuck within the assembly, as these obstructions can prevent the shutters from opening and closing correctly. If the inspection reveals any issues, you will need to either remove the debris or replace the lower shutter grille if it is damaged. This step is essential to ensuring that the grille functions as intended, which directly affects vehicle performance and the likelihood of resolving the DTC. Step 3 of troubleshooting involves checking the integrity of the electrical circuit supplying power to the lower shutter grille assembly. Begin by inspecting fuse number A22 to confirm whether it is intact. A blown fuse could indicate an overload or short circuit somewhere along the power line. If the fuse is operational, continue to investigate the +B FR fog VMP wire for any signs of a short circuit between the fuse and the lower grille connection. Repairing any detected short circuits is crucial, along with replacing the fuse if it was found to be defective. This proactive measure ensures the circuit's functionality, thereby allowing proper operation of the shutter grille. Step 4 requires a focused examination of the electrical connection at the lower shutter grille assembly. To begin, disconnect the 4P connector from the grille. With the connector removed, measure the voltage between test points 1 and 2 while ensuring the vehicle remains in the off-lock mode. Test point 1 is the female terminal number 1 of the 4P connector, while test point 2 is the body ground. If battery voltage is detected, this indicates the power supply to the grille is functioning correctly. Conversely, if there is no battery voltage present, this points to an open circuit in the +B FR fog VMP wire, requiring immediate repair to restore proper current flow. In the final troubleshooting step, the focus shifts to the ground connection associated with the lower shutter grille assembly. Again, ensure that the vehicle is in the off-lock mode and the 4P connector is disconnected. Use a multimeter to measure the resistance between test points 1 and 2, where test point 1 is identified as the female terminal number 4 in the connector, and test point 2 is body ground. The acceptable resistance is 1.0 ohms or less. If the resistance exceeds this specification, it indicates there is an open ground wire between the grille and the ground reference point G251. In this scenario, repair the damaged wiring to ensure that the lower shutter grille can ground properly, further facilitating its intended function. After completing all troubleshooting and any necessary repairs, it is vital to reassemble all components that were disassembled during the process. Once reassembly is finished, clear the DTC using the HDS to reset the system. This allows you to then take the vehicle for a test drive, monitoring it closely for any signs of recurring issues or abnormalities during operation. Pay special attention to the performance of the lower shutter grille as it regulates airflow during your drive. Observing that the check engine light does not reappear will confirm the effectiveness of your repairs and that the system is operating seamlessly. To prevent future occurrences of the DTC P05AF and ensure the longevity of the shutter grille assembly, lower, implementing a routine preventive maintenance schedule is crucial. Regular inspections of the lower grille assembly will help you catch any signs of wear, obstruction, or damage before they escalate into more significant issues. It's also important to keep the area around the grille clean and free from dirt and debris, which can interfere with its movement and operation. Additionally, regularly checking and securing all electrical connections related to the grille assembly can prevent loose wires from causing intermittent failures. These proactive measures will contribute significantly to vehicle reliability and performance. In conclusion, addressing the DTC P05AF related to the shutter grille assembly lower in the Honda CRV requires a comprehensive understanding of the underlying systems. Following the troubleshooting steps outlined ensures thorough diagnostics, addressing all potential causes from electrical issues to physical obstructions. Each step aids in identifying and rectifying the faults that could impair vehicle performance. Furthermore, implementing preventive maintenance practices can help avoid these issues in the long run. By staying diligent and proactive, you can ensure your Honda CRV continues to operate efficiently and effectively while maintaining optimal engine performance. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.